Getting set up. Welcome to Earl Clewstein in northern New Mexico, everyone. Good morning, Terps. What's up, brother? How are you, sir? We literally just came on.
Morning.
Ain't even been running for a minute yet, just maybe 30 seconds. Caught it right away. Cheers, brother. Here's your microphone, Miss Jody. Okay. All right. The sunrise kind of morning, coffee time.
Morning, Terps.
Where's your coffee at,
Right
Miss
there,
Jody?
honey.
Yeah, it's some kind of morning, I'll tell you that. I woke up feeling like a little girl this morning. Man, I'm hurting this morning. That's all right. We're going to get through it. Ain't nothing but a thing.
How are you this morning, bro?
Let's see if I can get a little bit more of that sunrise through the tree in the shot here. Kind of cool. I love watching the sun come up. There we go. That's a little bit better. I like that. Right about there. I like that. That's better. All right, boss man. Good to have you. Thanks everybody for coming in and joining us. We got 4 people in the stream so far, 4 likes. Thank you all very much. We appreciate you coming in. Not much on the agenda today. Just wanted to spend a Sunday morning with the viewers and the channel moderators and just show our appreciation and thanks and let y'all enjoy this beautiful sunrise with us today, y'all. We sure appreciate it. Thank you for coming in, everyone.
And get the Muttley out so he can get some exercise.
Yeah, got to run the mud around. Got the hammocks put up.
I had fun last night, Terps.
Heck yeah, buddy. That was cool. Sitting there chilling.
That was awesome. That was a perfect way to wind down the evening.
Yeah, just sitting there just bull crapping with a couple buddies, and we'll have to do that private live before too long there, Hoss. Cheers, everybody.
We can call it Taco Tuesdays.
Taco Tuesdays. There you go. Uncle Offgrid.
Uncle Offgrid.
Uncle Offgrid, getting that belly. Come here, monkey. Come here. Let's say hi to everybody. Come here, little runt. All right.
You say hi to Jean?
Good hi, everybody. Hello. Good morning, y'all.
We got a help for review.
Yeah, we'll check it out. Let's see what we got. White trash.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll let you have that comment. You're entitled to your opinion. Keep it don't get too disrespectful though. But yeah, you can have that comment. It's all right. White trash rodeo. I'm the clown in charge there, Hoss.
And I am the queen. Good morning to you. We love you.
Yeah, despite your negative introduction to the channel, maybe you need a hug or something, brother. It'll be all right. We got love here. We ain't got hate here, no matter what you say. I won't return it in kind with hate. You want to accuse me of things? Sure, I'll embrace it. White trash, you bet. Roger that, Hoss. You can always swipe that screen. It's pretty easy. Takes less motion and all that typing there, Hoss. So what you really trying to say? You know, projecting your inner thoughts outward can be very revealing about your own nature. Just saying. Maybe you ought to keep them kind of comments to yourself there, sweetheart.
Okies Eden, good morning.
Okies Eden, good morning, y'all. How you doing? We're up here in the northern mountains of New Mexico in the San de Cristo mountain range at 8,100 feet, and we are starting our new homestead this morning, y'all.
Good morning, CJ.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, CJ. So, yeah, we're going to be starting this off-grid bushcraft build.
The real David, good morning.
Hopefully in a day or so. We're going to be getting our 2 sheds delivered out, which we'll be converting one into living quarters and, basically a tiny home. And come here, girl. And we got to put a well and septic in. We got a lot of infrastructure to prepare for. Lori loves Jesus. Good morning, Lori. And Mr. David, hello, boss man.
Welcome back in, Mr.
What
David.
is that tree behind you? I believe this one is what is it? It's not pinyon. Me and Offgrid were talking about the other day, and I'm having a brain fart on it.
Help us out, Offgrid.
It's not a lodgepole pine. It's
Ponderosa oak.
Ponderosa. There it is. Yeah, Ponderosa.
Face the Ace, Okies Eden. There's a couple more that came in.
Hey, Face the Ace. Let's see what y'all got here.
Good morning.
Good morning, y'all. Thanks for coming in. Chase and Nicole and Jay. Hey, good morning, y'all. Good morning, Nicole and Jay. Happy Sunday, everybody. Tidal Fury, welcome
back in.
Hello, Tidal. Thank you guys for coming in and dropping comments and all the likes. We appreciate you. This is going to be quite a wild ride for the audience, and definitely a wild ride for us. We're up here in bear country, mountain lion country. I can see him. He's over here, Joe.
Okay.
We're up here in the top of these mountains, and we're going to start this new farm / ranch homestead, and we're off grid. We'll be rocking solar power, probably some wind turbines, a couple small ones, and we're going to be putting in a pond, sewer, septic, a cistern for backup water reserves. We'll be heating our home with a wood stove. We'll be using propane for emergency backup in case we need it. We're right in the initial phase of this construction project. We got to cut in a landing site that is 100 feet long by 50 feet wide, so we can place a shipping container and our 2 portable buildings. One will be our home, the other will be a workshop, and the metal shipping container is going to be for bear-proof food storage and gear storage. The mission critical gear that we have to survive up here in these mountains through the tough winters where we get feet of snow at a time. We got to make sure we have a very secure a building or structure, i.e. a shipping container, to keep our mission critical supplies away from the bears, because large amounts of food caches and things like that certainly draw animals.
Lori loves Jesus says, where are you located? I'm watching from Southern Oregon.
In Southern Oregon. We used to live in the South Coast. We used to live in Coos Bay, and we had a U-pick farm out there, Lori, and right at the border of Coos Bay and Allegheny. What is that noise? Did you hear it?
Mm-mm.
Sound like a bug.
No.
All right, let's take a look around and see what we got here on the ranch, y'all. All right, let me flip this around so you got to look at my ugly mug no more. See, fishing for big guns. Watching from Florida. Welcome in, fishing for big guns. All right, here's what we're looking at, y'all. I'll give you a quick pan around. All right, this is a Sang de Cristo mountain range.
Hi, John Nugget from Ireland.
Also called the Blood of Christ Mountains in northern New Mexico, somewhere near the Colorado border. Right here on this property, there is a late 1800s stone and adobe home that is still intact, but has a ruined foundation. I'm going to show you that right now. We intend to dismantle this home and bring it up here on this ridge where we're at here. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. That right there is our stone and adobe home. It was a original late 1800s homestead. Those walls are made of stone and they're about 2 feet thick. All the timbers and wood inside are mostly intact and salvageable, at least 90%. So we're going to dismantle that in about 1.5 years or 2 years. We're going to dismantle it stone by stone and beam by beam, and we're going to bring it up here on top of this ridge. We got to put in a gravel lane a little over 1/4 mile long, coming all the way up here to this site right here where you see the dog and the truck. This is where the stone and adobe homestead is going to go, right in this area. And this area right here, from this edge to that edge of that bush, is 50 feet wide. We're going to knock this whole hill down here and push it all the way back in 100 feet. And this is where we're going to set up our temporary tiny home and living quarters. For those of you still new to the channel, still joining us, we have set up temporary bathroom facilities right here. We have a porta potty, and we have a small hand washing station. That way we can maintain daily hygiene the best of our ability up here in a off-grid situation. This will help us get set up, and then we'll go with a septic system and a cistern to get us started. We probably won't get our well put in until the spring. So let's finish the pan around, y'all. I'm missing tons of comments. I'll catch you up here in just a moment. Just want you guys to see. This is going to be our view every morning out of the homestead. We're going to wake up every morning and have our coffee and tea. And we'll be looking at that beautiful rock escarpment up there you see on top of that ridge. We're absolutely fortunate and blessed to have this opportunity to be caretakers of such a beautiful piece of land. We intend to take care of it and love this land, live in harmony with it, not overuse it or overharvest it or overproduce it. We'll work in harmony with the nature. We don't use chemicals. Everything we do is old school. We use companion planting, biodynamic soils. We produce our own soils. We produce our own medications, our own tinctures, plant extracts. We can our own food. We dry and dehydrate our own food. And we're just here new on YouTube to show you guys how we live. My wife and I are new to social media. Only been around for a few years on social media. This is my wife. I call her the warden. And that's our little mutt over here. We call Peanut. His name is Abel. He's got about a dozen nicknames. Come on, Abel. Come here, buddy. Say hi. Good boy. There's our little Peanut right there, y'all. That's my wife's service dog. We came up yesterday and hung a couple hammocks so we can come up here and enjoy the views. Hopefully within the next day or two, we're going to be getting a bulldozer up here so we can cut in this landing site back here on this side. And we'll get our buildings placed, and we're going to get to building, y'all. We will be live streaming 5 days a week, Wednesday through Sunday, about 8, maybe 10 hours a day. You'll see all the bushcraft building from early morning until afternoon, maybe late afternoon, and we'll probably shut down for a few hours and then come back later in the evening and do some cooking off grid. Our cooking will be hit and miss at the beginning, couple, 2 or 3 nights a week, but eventually we'll be incorporating the cooking into our daily streams. And once next year comes around and we start, we get our food growing at harvest time, we'll be showing you guys how we dehydrate. We'll be getting a freeze dryer at some point. And we're going to show you just how we live off grid, how we grow our food, how we produce it, how we raise our animals.
You're getting behind.
Yeah, I know I'm way behind. Yeah. So let me stop talking, y'all. Get done with the introduction. Miss Maggie, good morning, ma'am. Nicole and Jay, let's see who all is here. Supernova, Greg, welcome everybody. Lori loves Jesus, still in here. John Nguyen, hello, John. Are there other families living close by? Yeah, there's maybe a dozen that live in this valley. This whole valley is owned privately. There's big ranches out here. We're probably one of the smaller land holdings, if not the smallest. I'm not entirely sure, but we got 22 acres here. Fairly small. Okie says from Oklahoma. Okie from Oklahoma. Hygiene is optimal. Yeah, no, you gotta keep yourself clean. Why the gravel? Need it to drive the homestead up in one shot. So the gravel, when it rains out here, the topsoil here gets very mucky and muddy, hence the gravel. We're gonna have to have a lot of gravel.
Pure Alaska just came in.
Hello, Pure Alaska. Welcome, brother. I'm just trying to scroll through here and say hello to everybody. Chase says right on. Let's see who else. Anybody, if I missed you, throw another comment in there. Facey Ace, thank you. John Nguyen, you're still in there. A bit of a challenge. Hi from Ireland. Nguyen or Nugent. I'm saying it wrong probably. Fishing for big guns. All right, let's see who all is in here now. Pure Alaska. Hello, brother. Welcome to the homestead.
Good morning, Pure Alaska.
All right. What's up, brother?
Half Hawk Halfman says, do you have shower facilities out there?
We don't have shower facilities. So here's our short-term plan. Come here, woman. Hi, baby. Put yourself in the shot. So our short-term plan for daily bathing and hygiene is we're going to build a small bathroom area inside of our. Let me move some things here. We got our dog jumping around. Our daily hygiene ritual is going to consist of a small room built inside of the tough shed. That's going to be our tiny home. We'll put like a shower pan or something in the ground on the ground. And initially, we'll be showering or bathing in large buckets, like big muck buckets, the big plastic kind you see on farms. Until we get our well punched, we won't have a well probably until spring. Hopefully, we can get a cistern put in, but cisterns you're going to be limited to 1,000 to 3,000 gallons, and cost, of course. So yeah, we got a lot of things to work through, but it's not something we're unfamiliar with. But yeah. And if need be, we can always catch a hotel room once or twice a week, to bathe properly if we're having issues. But through the winter, we're going to be stuck up here a lot. We'll be snowed in. There'll be large sections of time where we're not able to even get out. So we're going to be prepared to be snowed in for the long haul. See what we got here. I'm getting lost again. Hey, Bruce, what part of India? See, y'all toughing it out in the wilderness. Yes, I'm keeping it real. You got it. We're off-gridders and bushcrafters. Half hawk. Hey, bro, stopping hilly nose. Carcinogens. Yeah, I hear you. Thank you for the concern. I appreciate it. It is my one Achilles heel that I've yet to kick. Thank you for your comment. Pana, cool. Hello from Cheeseland, Wisconsin. Welcome. Bruce Bowling from India. Welcome, Bruce. Off-grid turfs. I got a bucket on a fence for a shower. There you go. Yeah, I'll do one of them little camping shower things too. A 5-gallon bag you hang from the tree or hang from the ceiling, and we'll just let that pour over us in the bucket. There's a lot of options for staying clean. Pure Alaska says, "Good morning, ma'am, Nicole. Do you have shower facilities?" Okay, I got caught back up to there. Let's see, y'all. Bruce Bowling, Pure South of Fort Wayne. What's up? Sarika Singh. Hello, Miss Sarika.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste, ma'am. Good luck, he says. Keeping it real. Half hawk. What go through all that? Why go through all that discomfort? Well, discomfort is relative, I guess. If you like all the comforts of life, sure, yeah, you could say we're subjecting ourselves to discomfort. But if you ask me, it's freedom and adventure. I measure my wealth not in dollars in my bank account, but I measure my wealth by smiles, laughter, and the ability to do what I want when I want, and nobody gets to tell me. So there again, discomfort is relative. But thank you for that. It's a great question. It really is. It just depends on how you perceive the world, sir. Well, comments just jumped around on me. Sorry, y'all. Give me a moment. Where'd that go?
There.
That it?
Right there. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Nicole says we have to do that in winter as water freezes in our water tanks. Yeah. Hello, ma'am and sir. Sarika says, Colonel Quail, I'd rather be where you're at than in a crappy city.
Yeah.
Roger that, boss man. Yep. I'll take the discomforts of living in the wilderness and off-grid over the madness of living in a city. No, thank you.
I don't necessarily see them as discomforts. Like, you got to challenge yourself in every aspect.
Oh, Alaska. He said he moved from India 15 years ago. I didn't know you lived up Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana. Oh, Indiana. I don't say India. My mistake. Shrika says namaste. Lions, hello. Hi, brother.
Lions, welcome in, bro.
What's up, brother? How you doing? See, I'm from Florida. I'm keeping it real. Keep it real. Good to see you. Welcome in. Crabman. Good morning, man. USA. Welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming in. Appreciate your comment. See, nice Nicole. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Tyler.
Guru. Guru. I like that. I like to play on words there, Tyler. Good morning to you. Feel free to like and subscribe. Miss Maggie's in the house, y'all. Great moderator. We got a lot of good content creators here for you viewers out there in the audience. Check them out, y'all. Go look up their channels. Hit them with a comment, like, and subscribe. We got a really great community of musicians, artists, outdoorsmen, woodsmen, really, really interesting people that have supported us right from the very beginning. And we like to encourage support for them as well. See, where did I meet my old lady? That's a great question. It's actually a funny story. I'll make it quick though, so I don't get too far behind. I was working as a director of operations at a logistics company.
Come on, baby.
When I was 26 years old, I met Jody because I was moonlighting as a bouncer on the weekends in a large metro city. That was my cheap form of anger management therapy to deal with the stress of my Monday through Saturday job. And I met her when I was working as a bouncer, running security at a bar in a metro city. So that's how I met her. Great question. I wish that thing would go away. I don't know why that thing popped up on my screen. Anyway, all right, let me get back to this. All right. Tyler Guru. Tom. Hello, Tom. I'm popping. Pooping right now. Can you say a prayer for me?
Sure.
My tummy, yeah. We hope it all comes out right, boss, in the end.
Everything comes out okay, dude.
Yeah, we hope it comes out right in the end. If it doesn't come right out in the end, you might want to go see somebody at their house. Either you play varsity sports in high school. No, I'm a high school dropout. I quit my first semester when I was 15 years old, and I went to work, and then I subsequently got in a whole bunch of trouble. But no, I did not play
volleyball and baseball.
Jody did all kinds of stuff. She was a motocross motorcycle rider. She did volleyball, cheerleading. She did all kinds of stuff. She was an all-around American kind of girl, and I was an all-around kind of, I don't know what you want to say, a screw-up. That'd be a good way to describe it. I was a wild young man. Took me a little while to settle down, y'all. Let's see here. Pure Alaska, don't be a bum. Hit that thumb.
Awesome.
Like and subscribe to this awesome channel. Thank you, brother.
Smash it like you own it, people.
Abel's got his chicken. He's over there tearing it up.
Hi, you got your chicken.
Nicole and Jay said it's so peaceful. Kenny on board. Good morning, brother.
Hi, Kenny.
We do got some hot coffee. We got some hot coffee right here, brother.
Yes, sir.
There it is, boss. Cheers to you. Thanks for coming in, Kenny.
If you guys don't know Kenny, you need to go subscribe.
Do we know where James is? No, I do not, Tyler. I don't believe I've even heard of that before. Nicole. Lots of work, but worth it, you bet. Let's see what the little monkey's doing, y'all. Look at this little dog. He's killing that little chicken. Let's see. Irish Trail Cam says hello.
Hi, Irish. Welcome in.
There she is. There's the warden, Irish.
Hi, Irish. Our dog's killing his chicken.
Sir Richard Longshanks. Oh, Longshanks. Got a little British history in there. Longshanks. What is the weirdest thing you've seen, experienced, non-human experiences? I seen the Hat Man, shadow people. I've had some very peculiar paranormal experiences over my life. I saw the Hat Man and didn't even know what it was. I saw him right in front of my wife about 20 some years ago, and we just used to laugh about it, like maybe I was hallucinating or something. And turns out it's actually a thing. We had never heard of it, and she actually found out about it over 15 years after the incident.
We work too much to be on the internet.
Yeah, we were both workaholics for many, many years. Well, I've had a lot of strange experiences throughout my life. Very hard to describe. Thomas, stop spamming. Yeah, we don't do spamming. Thomas, I don't know where that's at. Yeah, we're a community channel. We're not here to spam. We like to support one another. But we don't like any kind of pushy behavior. Things come of their own natural course. Sir Richard says, so far, smash that like button. Thank you, mods. Maggie says, man, hello. I know where Jim is
New Mexico.
Yeah, I know it's in New Mexico. I just don't know where.
Yeah.
I've heard the name, but I couldn't place it on the map though. Let's see, where's this silly dog? There he is. Keeping it real. I work in artificial intelligence, half hawk, hastening the apocalypse that you preppers fear. That's funny. Yeah, I ain't really feared nothing. I don't have much fear in my heart. I've been a survivalist and prepper just by the nature of the way I've lived my entire life. It's just who I am. It's how I live. I'm not really into conspiracies. Conspiracies just two people agreeing to do a thing. And there's been plenty of that throughout history. AI, it's coming whether people want it or not. I'm not a huge fan of AI. But, you know, things are as they are. We live in the world we live in, but I don't fear much of nothing. It's just not my nature to live in fear. Yeah, Tyler, stop spamming. Love your sense of humor. Thank you, Tyler. Sorry. Loving morning temps. Yeah, they're nice here. man, when off-grid does not necessarily equal prepping. That's true. We are rural people. We live by a certain way. We live by the seasons and by the way the weather works. Living this lifestyle doesn't necessarily qualify you as a prepper or survivalist. Just by your nature of living this way, you have to think in terms of survival. Screw or not, look at you not. You figured it out. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Who I'm keeping it real. I'm saying, ma'am, I don't know if that's a man or woman. I can't tell. I'm dyslexic, y'all. So if I designate you male or female or call you by the wrong name, it's just my dyslexia at play. So don't take it personal. See, wow, Jody motorcycles, cheerleading, and volleyball. Yeah, that was just something. She was into dance, tap. She did all kinds of stuff. She was truly an all-American girl, y'all. Maggie, he's wild. Where do you get Don Williams hat? Okay, that's funny. I actually bought this hat here in New Mexico last winter when I took a camping trip. I took a 6,000-mile trip around the U.S. solo and went winter camping. Ended up out here scouting for land. I was staying up in New Mexico, Colorado, and Arizona. Finished my trip in Cochise Stronghold. I spent 4 days on top of the mountain alone during the full moon. It was just kind of a physical and mental reset and preparing myself for this adventure that we're embarking on right now, y'all. So I bought my hat when I was on my last trip, but I buy hats wherever I get them. It don't matter. Just any rural Western supply store. I like straw hats, a little more breathable. I do wear typically a wool hat in the wintertime, a wool cowboy hat. So you might see that change once the weather starts getting colder. What we got here?
We go through hats like we go through boots.
Yeah, I go through hats and boots like crazy. Greg, save here. Hello, Greg. Crazy fox lover. I'm tired of waking up to a world full of child pain. What is that? I lost my comments, y'all. Give me a minute.
Yeah, it flips up.
Looks like I'm way behind. Yeah, my comments jump around on me on my screen for some reason. I want to try to skip it. I can't find it. Try to remember that the life we complain about is only a dream to some people.
Hi, B. Maria. Welcome in. I hope you brought your bird.
Chase, Michelle. See who else we got in here.
What?
Family is meant to be a shelter from the storm, but sometimes it can be the storm itself. Yeah, I would agree.
Roger that.
Do you get along with your families? We really don't speak to a ton of our family anymore. Some, 2020 caused a lot of issues with a lot of people, and that's all I'm going to say on that. Those of us who didn't comply were labeled in a certain kind of way. We'll just leave that there.
Let's go.
How deep is the water? Not sure what water you mean there. Hi from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome, Melbourne. Let's see what we got. It costs no green to double tap the screen. I like it. You're getting off on it. Prayers get answered in this time, not yours. That's true. Beautiful pine trees. Where y'all at? We're in northern New Mexico, sir. Northern New Mexico in the Blood of Christ Mountains, the San de Cristo mountain range. We're south of the Colorado border, but we're way north of Albuquerque and Santa Fe. We're literally in the middle of nowhere. We live in this big, massive valley. Help keep me up with the comments, Joe, would you?
B. Maria's in the house.
Hello, B. Maria. I'm getting far behind. I like to talk.
I asked him about his bird, and he said that he's on whatever tree he decides to roost in.
That's funny. Yeah, just keep me abreast of the comments if you would, Joe, because you know how I get with my dyslexia. If someone new pops in, so I can say hello to them. Sorry if I miss your comments, y'all. My dyslexia gets the better of me. Chase, great outlook. Better to have it and not need it. Yep, that's right. Try to remember that life we complain about is dreams some people. All right, the Blood of Christ Mountain. Love that name. Yeah, San de Cristo. I'm a she, not a he.
Oh, I'm sorry, B. Maria.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Maria. Thanks for letting us know. It's sometimes hard to tell what's what.
Yeah.
We like to apply what's in our own head to what we think is right. Let's see. I agree. Those who refuse the vaccine got cruelly ostracized. Yeah, I don't comply with nothing. If you're a grown man and you're coming over here telling this grown man what to do, you can count on me not doing it. It's just that simple. I make up my own choices. I make up my own mind. And there's no amount of pressure, threat, force, or violence that can make me comply. I'm just not built that way. I'm not an order follower. I won't do it. I live my own life. I take care of my own health. I make my own medication. My wife and I we grow our own food, we raise our own animals. Well, I don't need no grown man telling me what to do, especially under the threat of force.
We always say we're on Ron and Jody time.
That's right. That's right. Ain't no bootlicking going on over here, y'all. I'm an independent man. It's just that simple. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live or what to do or say. I love people. I love the world. I love nature. I love networking. I love people. But I will not be told how to live by nobody. I know what is right and what is wrong, and my soul tells me every single day. Nicole and Jay says, Earl, 100%. Thank you. Optiz, glad you live in the way you want to live. That's correct. That's what it's all about, y'all. My way is not the right way. It's just my way.
Yeah.
Your way is right for you. And, I encourage everybody to follow their hearts, passions, hopes, and dreams, because that's what makes this world interesting.
You gotta do what makes your soul feel full.
If we were all the same, this would be a very boring world indeed to live in. I'm going to give y'all my favorite quote right now. My favorite quote in the world is by a Hindu philosopher named Krishnamurti. I say that wrong because I'm dyslexic, but I can say the quote. It is no measure of mental health to consider it is no measure of health to consider oneself well adjusted to a profoundly sick society, y'all. I'll say that slower this time. It is no measure of health to consider yourself well adjusted to a profoundly sick society.
Abel, come here,
I
honey.
stay outside of it, y'all.
Come on, baby.
I live my life over my terms and by my measure. Roughly 220 miles from south central Colorado down to northern Mexico. Yeah, it's a beautiful mountain range. Beautiful country. I never got jabbed and never will.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good boy.
Free and effective, right? Sure. There's no government in recorded history, not one single government in recorded history that has truly been there for the benefit of their people. Y'all remember that. And we'll get through this world a whole lot easier, a lot less complicated. Government exists to support itself and sustain itself. It's that simple. What's Jody's favorite qualities about you, and what do you like the most about her? That's a great question. Go ahead, Jody.
Gosh, I don't know. There's so many of my favorite qualities about him. He's such a wonderful man. I would say his honesty and his integrity are probably my two favorite qualities about him.
My favorite qualities about Jody, I guess, would be her ability to love and nurture and to support me in my endeavors, my adventurous lifestyle, my adventurous nature. We certainly do butt heads at times, y'all. We don't live a perfect life or perfect marriage. We're human. We fall down. We say things to one another we regret. We've been close to divorce, but what we do is we learn how to talk to one another. We learn how to get through those hard spots, and we make room for the other person.
Yeah, you got to make space for the other one.
It's hard to tell total strangers that you and your wife have had trouble, but I'd be lying if I didn't. What marriage hasn't had trouble? What relationship hasn't had trouble? Even friends and buddies are at odds, y'all. And sometimes friends and buddies split up and they're never around again. What's important is learning to listen. And
not quit, not give up.
Yeah, not quitting. Listening, really listening, not just hearing somebody, but listening, and try to put yourself in their shoes. That's what gets us through the tough spots, y'all. Let me get back caught up with these questions. Sorry if I'm missing you. George Washington, hello. That's a big horse. I'm not sure where the horse is. Let's see, no religion. Yeah, we don't get into religion here in the channel. We don't get into politics. The only thing I'll ever say about politics is government is not on our side as people. Never have been, never will be. I don't get into racism. I love people of all kinds, every stripe, every creed. I don't prejudge people. I let them do that for themselves over time as I observe. Let's see here if I'm missing how many people. The courage of your convictions, respect. Yes, sir. We live by our own measure. And despite what comes our way, we make the best of it. Optis says, could have said it better myself. I'm a younger man and I'm figuring it all this out still. Thanks for sharing the quote. You betcha. My life motto is something that I made for myself. Once we get our stuff delivered, you'll see I have a bench that I started working on in Kentucky at our last homestead I brought with me. My life motto is real simple, y'all. Life is a journey. Enjoy the ride. Life is a journey. Enjoy the ride. That's why we're here, y'all. That's my humble opinion. Let's see here. No spamming and no politics. Come back in 1 minute. Thank you, Miss Maggie. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted. Yes, half hawk, half man. The real Indiana. No religion. I'm getting way behind, y'all. Sorry about that. Joe, you want to help me keep up?
Yeah, I'm trying. I got a dog.
Larry Kell. What's he doing?
He's attacking my boots.
Dog's getting you. Let me see. I'm going to walk around and see if I can catch up with these comments. Larry Kell. Maybe it's just me getting older. What are the changes in society and culture? But sometimes I just want to walk away from humans and be around animals. Well, see, that's our problem, y'all. We all wear shoes on our feet. We're insulated from the ground. We're all electrical beings. The planet itself is electrical. The sun is electrical. Plants are electrical. And we insulate ourselves from the ground. I like to take my shoes and socks off the ground with Mother Earth as much as possible. It helps discharge negative ions back into the ground. If you think I'm crazy and you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you should look into it, because what I'm saying is real and is profoundly important in our lives. Connecting with nature, connecting with animals, connecting with the earth itself puts us in the right state of mind. Whether you live in town or whether you live in the country, it's about connecting with nature itself. And that is what gives us balance as human beings and animals. Sorry with all the changes when I get irritated, because sometimes the interactions with animals will reduce my irritations. Yes, they actually lower your heart rate, lower your blood pressure just by simply loving on an animal, pet, dogs, birds, cats. It doesn't really matter, whatever your animal that makes you happy. Yes, but you are getting older and it's hard living without supermarket, bank, or hospital if you need. There again, we don't really participate in the medical system. The only thing that would get me in a hospital would be, if I was seriously injured, bleeding out, or something, seriously wounded or something like that. But as far as sickness, I deal with all my own health issues. So does she. We make our own medications, antibiotics, antimicrobials, and minerals, compounds. We do it all ourselves. Hey, you're living a dream. Thank you, Jeff. Chase, love to see that little tail wag. Yeah, he's a sweet boy. Where's he at?
He's under the truck.
Oh, he's down there hiding.
Yeah.
There he is. There he is.
He was just killing his chicken.
All right. If you needed a hospital, would you use it? Only in life or death. Only if I was near death. That's the only way I'll use it. I'll stitch myself up. I'll deal with my own injuries and wounds. I don't get too much on hospitals. It's literally got to be life and death. And when I say that, I mean it literally. That would have to be a broken bone, compound fracture, a severe cut that I can't stop the bleeding, something like that.
Hey, Donkey Buds, welcome in.
Getting on board. We were put here in the garden to just be a witness, observe, and have fun. Embrace life, y'all. Life is a journey. Enjoy the ride. Have we humans lost something by not sitting around night campfires telling the stories about adventures of the day? I would agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, me too.
Half hawk, half man. I actually run a sound spectrum analyzer by my fires, and I found out a very interesting thing that a nice hardwood fire sitting there burning actually resonates at 64 hertz exactly. If you don't have any other background noise, things like that polluting the sound, you run a sound spectrum analyzer on a crackling fire, and it runs at exactly 64 hertz. And if you understand anything about resonance frequency, even the basics about physics and how all these things interact with molecules, you would understand the importance of 64 hertz.
Hi, JS Webb. Welcome in.
Where are we at? Maggie Rose Chase is trying to set up a doggy date.
Yeah.
JS Webb, hello. Good to see you. Nice to see you, JS Webb. I have a female that isn't fixed. Oh, Chase says, yeah, we got our little peanut here. When life becomes too comfortable, people begin to lose their sense of alertness. They start yearning for the freedom, danger, and intensity that lie beyond the safety of domesticated existence. Exactly correct.
Not just their sense of alertness, but their sense of self.
There's one thing they don't teach us in school. It's something I found on my own, y'all. The world changed profoundly in the 1700s with the introduction of the Industrial Revolution. And prior to that, we had what was called cottage industry, were local towns and small cities and villages and things like that. They did everything locally. They provided things for themselves, and what they couldn't or what they didn't have resources for, they traded with nearby villages and people. And that gave the people a great sense of freedom, y'all. And the nobility and aristocracy of the time didn't like that, so they introduced the Industrial Revolution through the German Empire, um, and they upended the world. Prior to the 1700s, 90% of the population in the world lived rural. Think about that for a minute. Prior to the 1700s, 90% of the population lived rural. Now, over 90% of the population lives in cities. That's problematic, y'all. That's not how we're meant to live. We weren't built to live that way. We're not supposed to live in hugely congested areas. Um, you talk about the rat race. You talk about going back and forth to work every day, people with road rage, because it is a very unnatural existence for us. Humans have not lived this way. Only in small sections throughout history have there been major cities, but all through recorded history, 90% of the population has been rural. And now we see the fruits of the last 300 years come to bear with all these so-called blessings of modern technology. We get to use some of that technology to communicate with y'all, and that makes me a hypocrite by the very statement I just made, but I will own it and wear it. The technology and the fast-paced world that we live in is the very nature of what's causing the mental and cognitive disconnect with nature and loving your neighbor, supporting your friends and family, y'all.
Well, even yourself. I just think it disconnects you from yourself.
Government is made up of a compound word, govern and mint. Govern means to control and rule over. Mint is from the Latin, and Latin mint is actually the plant in effervescence, something that opens the sinuses and opens the mind. So government is a compound word that literally means to control the mind. Govern, to control. Mint, of the plant of the mind. Latin, government, control the mind. That's your politicians at play, y'all. All right, let's take a look around the property. That's why I skateboard. The pain reaffirms you're alive. That's right. Always challenge yourself. Always push yourself. Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. What about the mentalist movement? Well, I don't really get into movements per se. I just get into lifestyle. My lifestyle, you could certainly classify as minimalist. Itchy Fingers, hello, brother. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Hillbilly John, howdy, partner. What's going on? What's going on? We're going to do a quick pan around. I'll say hello to you there, Hillbilly. Sharing the live out. Thanks, Miss Maggie. What happened to my screen there? There is research on vibration and vibroacoustic therapies, with some studies suggesting benefits for pain, balance, relaxation, and physical function. Is absolutely correct. Have a wonderful day, man. Thank you very much. JJ Bean, can I come live with you guys? I'm in Minnesota. I need a road trip. That's funny. That's a great place to be. Got the sun coming up over the Butterchrist Mountains here. Got a beautiful cloud formation. Hey, Nicole, glad to see you. Oh, man, I'm way behind on comments, y'all. Good day, Earl. Hello, Itchy. Wow, what a wonderful piece of heaven on earth. Yeah, it is nice. Farm project there.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You're on the other side of the truck.
Yeah.
Oh, hi there.
Hi.
I just went around. I lost where you were.
Well, I took Abel down there because I found some bear scat and he was sniffing on something.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't know where you went. Anyway, I get back on these comments. I think you flipped over your car's Bluetooth speaker. Is my speaker dead? Is it the light on?
No.
Okay. All right, we'll try that. I think our batteries on our microphones died.
Something happened. No, your thing fell out, Ron.
I just took it out.
Oh.
I just pulled it out. The batteries are dead.
Okay, gotcha.
I didn't think we charged them. So hopefully you can hear me now. Let me know if you got audio, y'all. Give me a 5x5. Supernova Smith. Only her mic is working. Okay, yeah. So the batteries just died on them. We forgot to charge them last night, and they're really cheap.
I need to get some new ones.
Yeah, we were talking about ordering a different set of them. We bought these for like $15 off Amazon. They're super cheap microphones. It's all we could afford at the time. So we're probably going to get a better set. But yeah, sorry about that, y'all. See Maggie. I was just talking about scat. I can hear you now. Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the sound check. Itchy fingers, loud and clear. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate the sound check. Yeah, we're especially me. I'm really new to technology. Jody used to be kind of a technology expert back in the day, but you know she's been out of the industry for 20 years, and I've always stayed away from technology. So you know I've only had an email for about the last 10 years, and I've only actively used an email for about the last, I don't know, 2 years maybe. I've never had social media. I did my first YouTube account about 5 years ago, which lasted about 3 months before I got taken down. And I had another channel I opened and closed very quickly. But as far as our lifestyle and the way we live, I uploaded our first video about 2 years ago. It's the oldest video on our channel. It shows our Oregon U-Pick farm. Our Oregon U-Pick farm was community based. What we got here? You should eat the dirt, Paul White says.
That one right there.
Dennis, sorry I'm late. My coffee cup was stolen, so I was at the police station looking for mug shots. That's funny. Jody found bear scat. Yeah, it's real close, just a few yards that way. Where you want to go see it? See if it is in fact bear scat. All right, we're gonna walk over and see if we can see it. We're gonna look for some bear poop. I saw some yesterday, but it was old and dry. Let's see, eat the dirt. Churchill, hello, did you know that you can download police scanner on your phone? Yeah, I sure did. Very cool.
We did it in last
year. Yeah. Yep. All right, so let me see here. I'm going to flip this camera. Come on, Abel. There's some Abel scat right there. Some fresh Abel scat. Stop yelling at us, Paul. Oh, yeah. It's the all caps, Paul. Maybe just type in regular type there. We see you. Let's see. Jody seems like she could handle herself if a scrap if she ever needed to throw hands. She's feisty, y'all. My caps lock is definitely on. It's all right, Paul. My bad, he says. Don't sweat it. We ain't gonna get hung up on caps. All right, let's come here. Come here, Abel. Come on, buddy. Jody said she found some bear scat. Oh, look at how there's trees growing right around that rock. I love seeing that. I love nature, y'all. There's a bunch of scrub oak in here, and the bears like hanging out.
It had a bunch of berries in it.
There's some, that right there is probably some kind of scat. I don't know what that is. Yeah, right there. That might be bear. That's probably bear right there.
Wherever I peed at this morning, it was a fresh pile of bear scat. Like it only happened a couple hours prior.
That's cow poop right there.
Yeah, that's cow.
That other one might have been the one I just touched. Might have been cow poop. Yeah, there's cow poop in here. There's more over there. Well, I think she found it. Let's see, there's an old aluminum can in here. Look at it. Old Dr. Pepper can. Let's get this picked up. Where's it at? Think you found it?
I think so.
Oh yeah, that's
got
bear
berries
poop.
in it.
Yeah, that's bear poop.
There's a pea right there.
That's definitely bear scat.
Yeah.
There's a bear poop. That's definitely, it's got berries and stuff in it.
Yeah,
That's definitely bear poop.
and it's fresh.
Anybody want to smell it? Who wants to smell it? I don't.
I peed on it.
Yep, that's bear poop. A lot of bears up here, y'all. Get rid of this garbage. Old farms and ranches always got trash laying around. Alice Adams just said hello.
Hi, Alice. Welcome in. Good morning. Welcome in.
Alice Adams, deep in the woods, Nicole and Jay say. Dennis says it has a nutty flavor. I'm in Canada, Ontario. Jim, need for that kind of, no need for that kind of comment.
You guys got that. You guys mods
Yeah,
are good.
let's keep it nice and peaceful.
Table. Goodness.
Keep it respectful. Paul's bloodline. Yeah, don't be mean. Don't do that. We don't want to give you time out. I'll let you have your say, but let's be respectful, especially commenters, y'all. We're going to criticize somebody, criticize me. I'll take all the criticism all day long. Keep it respectful. You can say whatever you like about me. Let's be nice to the other commenters and viewers, y'all, please. I went fishing up near Vail. Found a couple piles of bear business. That's awesome. Okay, where we at on the comments, y'all? Did y'all camp there last night? No, I haven't camped yet. And there's a very good reason for that. Right now, there's a major drought up here. And there was a big fire, over 300,000 acres, burned over 3 counties. And the bears up here are lacking a lot of food and lacking a lot of water, and they're getting aggressive and very pushy. And with my disabled wife, I did not think that for her safety and security and my own sanity, sleeping in a tent up here right now, there's alerts out on social media coming out from county and state officials. We actually had a bear at the local campground and inn that we're staying at, trying to get into people's campers and stuff. So for right now, we're holding back on camping because there is a lot of bears out here that are very hungry and very desperate, and winter's close, and that is a bad combination.
Well, we don't have all of our provisions. If we had all of our provisions, it wouldn't be. We would be fine. We could manage it, but we don't have our provisions.
I had all of my bushcrafting and camping provisions on our trailer when we left Kentucky. But I had to, I overloaded that trailer, so I had to take some of it off, and some of my gear ended up in shipping container or the U-box containers that are sitting in Santa Fe right now. So we got some of our gear split up just by the nature of how our transition played out from Kentucky to New Mexico. Let's see. Praying for you all. She Natural Homestead. Hey, Natural Homestead, welcome into the channel. Thank you for coming in. We're pretty new to social media, and this is we've only been uploading seriously to YouTube for the last 6 months, y'all. And we're just kind of introducing ourselves to the world and letting y'all see how we live. We know we're not unique and we're not the only ones doing this, but we finally decided to start sharing what we do. We own properties all over the United States. We buy small farms and ranches and homesteads, and we've been fixing them up, making them livable and more functional than when we found them, and then we sell them to another family. We've been moving on average every 2 to 3 years. We've even had a U-pick produce farm in Oregon. Hombre, I can tell you two need baby oil. I'm not sure what that is, but that's cool.
Okay.
Now, Maggie says, oh, wow, Ron. Someone says, shut up. Be nice, y'all. Mint is noun forming something. Does not mean mind. Look a little deeper into it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Believe me, I've done extensive research on it. If you just do a simple Google search on what you're talking about, your answer would stand. But if you dug deeper into it, you'd understand what I'm saying is in fact correct. Good morning, Kevin. OU8, did y'all camp? What's going on? I didn't see that. Was you at first? Did you carry bear mace? No, I don't really do. I got a dog, and you know, I don't know. I handle wildlife a little different. We've had bears around us before. We had bears in Oregon. We had bears where we lived in Tennessee, and we had bears where we lived in Kentucky. Bears don't put me out very much. You know, I'm not put off by them. I respect them for what they are. Black bears in particular, they're not really drawn to sound. They run away from sound typically. And with me being on the spectrum the way I am and with my tinnitus, I'm always making noise. So bears don't usually approach me anyway. How fresh do you think? I'm not sure what that means. Looks like a game trail. Yeah, there's a bunch of game trails up here. Pardon me, y'all. I'm not sure where I'm at on comments. I guess some weren't raised to respect, Nicole and Jay says. Who are you talking to? Yeah, I'm not really sure who Kroll is talking to. Praying for y'all.
Hi, Boston.
Is Mr. Boston in the house? Or is that someone else?
Yeah, Mr. Boston's in the house.
Hello, Mr. B. What's going on, brother? Let's see. Yeah, I had an encounter. Earl was on one of my live streams. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I had an encounter with a bear right in the yard. Yeah, mama and cubs, and that's the real danger you want to stay away from. Mama black bear will absolutely rip you to shreds. Let's see. Backtrack hooligans. New sub. Thank you. Good to see you back here. I remember you was here a couple days ago. I'm pretty sure yesterday or day before. I can't remember which, but yeah, I've seen your name before. She Natural says thank you. Nicole and Jay, OU8, we definitely need you both safe. Yes, thank you, sir. Glad you decided to be safe. God bless you both. Nicole and Jay, in the stand, moose hunting, excellent, Pure Alaska. Natural Homestead, new subscriber, thank you. There's Mr. B. I finally found him. Let's see, whom do I need? Yeah, I think we're getting her under wraps there, Mr. B. Let's see, lots of familiar faces. Yes, yep, a lot of familiar faces. A great community, y'all. Great community. Let's see. Kroll, stop being rude. Respect Earl and Mrs. Earl. Yeah, Kroll, I don't want to ban you or time you out. If you don't want to be here, you don't like what's being said or what's like being talked about, you can just flip that screen and just head on down the road there, Hoss. No need for rude behavior. Okay? No need for rude behavior. If he does it again, y'all just go ahead and do what y'all need to do. We're not going. Yeah, we're not going to put up with rude behavior. We want to keep it respectful and peaceful. Anything outside of that, someone's just wanting to be a troll, needs some attention, you need to go get you a hug there somewhere, boss man. Stop being mean to people you don't even know. It's highly disrespectful. And you wouldn't dare do that to my face. I guarantee it. Have a good day, sweetheart. Dogs increase your chance of getting attacked by a bear. Yeah, they can draw them in. I'm good. I'm doing good. How about y'all? We're doing fantastic. What part of New Mexico? George says we're in northern New Mexico, really out in the middle of nowhere, somewhere north of Santa Fe and somewhere south of Colorado. IRAP, stop, grill, talk. This view is incredibly gorgeous. Hey, Corvette, welcome back. Exactly. That's what I laid down the law. Thank you, Mr. B. One of the mods will quench your thirst with the water of their knee. Smoosh that like button, it says.
Smash it like you own it.
My vowels jump around on me, y'all. I'm dyslexic as all get out. I read things forwards and backwards at the same time, and I read them from the center out. There's our morning view, y'all. Every day when we wake up, have our morning coffee, whether it's snow or hot, we'll be seeing that big old rock escarpment up there, y'all. This is this view right here, and just makes my heart tremble with joy. Absolutely stunning. And we are fortunate and blessed beyond measure to have this opportunity, y'all, to be caretakers of such a wonderful piece of land. It's a small piece of land, but not small by everybody's measure. 22 acres is nothing to shake a stick at, y'all. I've been having this dream since I was 8 years old. She's known this ever since I met her. We've been together for 26 years. I've been dreaming of being a landowner since I was 8 years old, and her and I got married in 2003. We met in the year 2000, and right after we got married, we bought our first piece of land. We bought 10 acres on a river valley in central Illinois, and we've been landowners ever since. And it's a dream come true to be here in northern New Mexico. This is I first came out here in 1998, 28 years ago, and the first time I saw New Mexico, I knew that I wanted to be here someday. So this is a bucket list dream come true for me, and with my partner here on my side, it's her bucket list too because we do everything together, y'all.
Yep.
Despite our differences and our own butt kicking we do to our own selves and we do to each other, we're still here together and we're still fighting a good fight, y'all. Beautiful, she says. Thank you. See, Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Nature is both beautiful and dangerous at the same time. Yes, it is. Mother Nature is very unforgiving. I'm 3 hours to Albuquerque and less than an hour to Durango. Love this area.
Wow, it's
Thank you.
beautiful, Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny is absolutely spectacular. What we got here? I need
Have to
more
do a meet
coffee.
and greet, Kenny.
Alice says she needs some more coffee. Yeah,
Me too,
I need
Alice.
some more coffee. Let's see. Nature is both beautiful and dangerous. Beautiful. Who is this? Let's see. All right. Thank you guys, mods, for keeping things cool. Cedar Grow Box, welcome
Cedar
back.
Grow Box, welcome.
Hello. Jesus loves you. Yep. Thank you for that. Iraq, get some respect for your mouth. Fool.
You go, girl.
Your mouth fool. Yeah, y'all tell them. Yeah.
Nicole's got this.
Yeah. Go ahead and ban that person if they're being too out of line. We're not going to put up with it. My wife and I share the same wonderful relationship. Corvette says we're both inseparable, just like you folks, and we do absolutely everything together.
We do too.
Ever since she got disabled, we really ain't been apart. I mean, I still worked cross country, but 10 years after her disability started, I stopped traveling, and we've been together side by side ever since. And that's been since 2010. I haven't been away from her side since 2010. It's just what you do. You commit to somebody, and bad things happen to good people all the time. And she got disabled 7 years after we got married, and we've been together for 26 years. You stick it through thick or thin, no matter what happens. We've been at odds. We yell and scream at each other sometimes. Usually me doing the screaming, y'all. She's much more calmer than me. You can count on that. But we figure out how to work it out, and we figure out how to overcome our differences and our shortcomings, and we
learn how to look at yourself, people.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Look at yourself before you go throwing trash on someone else's porch. That's real important. We see that in the comments all the time, don't we, y'all? Clean off your own front porch before you start projecting your inner things at other people and accusing them of what you are in fact doing. It's a better way to see the world. Y'all are in the hundreds too. Hundreds. I'm not sure what that is.
No.
All right. That's Robin Wickoff. Hello, Robin.
Hello, Robin. Welcome in.
Ray Morales. Are you guys in a cult?
No,
I don't subscribe to any political or religious affiliations whatsoever. I don't belong to any groups, organizations, clubs. I'm an independent man, and I stay that way. I have been that way my entire life, and I'll never change it.
We don't even get into cult
I'm
personality.
not a joiner there, boss man.
Yeah.
I don't join nothing.
We join each other in our homestead. That's it.
Temperature, nice. Be careful, Larry says. How much snow do they get out that way? Well, they measure it by feet up here, and they're assuring us that this is a very, very windy valley, and we're going to get huge snow drifts, and the snow up here is measured in feet typically. So yeah, we're being prepared to be fully snowed in for potentially weeks or even a month or two. Whatever the case is, we'll work through it. Let's see here. What happened to my comments? I'm just up I-25, 6 hours. Okay. Exactly. I've been with mine for the last 11 years, Mr. B says. Hit the 40-year mark last month. Wow, Robin, that's fantastic. My husband and I, we do everything together. We are celebrating 23 years of marriage next month.
Congratulations.
Fantastic, y'all. I know I'm missing comments. I apologize. My phone jumps around.
The minute he touches the thing, it
doesn't matter where I touch it. See, it just goes on its own. It's just constantly moving around. And I'm dyslexic, so it makes it even harder. Y'all probably will have more than us in upstate New York. Y'all get some serious lake effect snow up there now. That lake effect snow is wild. 4 seasons up there. That's a great way to look at it, Mr. B says. That's great backtrack. I'm reading comments backwards, y'all. Sorry about that. See, that's my dyslexia playing games. She doesn't want to marry me, but there is no common law of marriage in Massachusetts. In fact, that's one of the reasons we had a revolution in the first place. No kidding.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear that part. Well, I've never screamed at my wife. Unfortunately for me, she keeps my balls in her purse. Well, see, for me,
I like his balls where they're at.
yeah, me too, y'all. So for me, I am on the spectrum. I'm very high strung. You could even argue I might have a touch of Tourette's at times. When I say yelling and screaming, that's kind of what I mean. It's the nature of me. I always account for myself.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm rude or if I
And
if
I know
I
what's happening
if
when it's happening.
if I catch myself getting loud or something, I'll certainly humble myself right in front of my wife, and I do it in front of y'all if it happened on camera. You know, I'm not a proud man at all. I'm very humble, but I do have a very high strung nature, and sometimes I find myself getting way too high strung. And she lets me know in her own way, and I count for myself, and I humbly apologize to her for it. You can bet on that. I'm not perfect by no stretch of the imagination. I am a flawed man in every sense.
We're all learning and growing.
All right. See what we got here, Kenny. Why do people misunderstand free thinkers? Yeah, I wish I knew. They just don't.
Good question, buddy.
See, Mao Zedong, the guy from China, during the Chinese Great Leap Forward, he figured out that 7 to 8% of the population globally just won't comply no matter what you do to them, no matter what you threaten them with. And they figured this out well over 100 years ago. There's just a percentage of us that we're just independent thinkers, and we're just going to do things our own way, y'all. And we're not gonna follow the herd. We're not gonna kiss no boots. We're not gonna bow down and bend our knee to nobody because, why? I mean, that's the real question. Why would you? Why don't we make up our own minds, think our own ways, and do our own things? And we just do what we know is right in our heart and soul. You can't go wrong there. Let's see here. Find these comments, y'all. They're jumping around still. Amen to that. Backtrack. Thank you. True facts. I've seen it with the law. At that, yeah. Well, look. Back in the day, policing and law enforcement's only been around for a few hundred years. About the same time they started the Industrial Revolution, and law enforcement was started by the nobility and the royalty and the aristocracy, so they could control and enforce their taxation that never stops. Taxation, by simple definition, is just another form of slavery, y'all. We keep going for it. We keep letting them do it to us. Let's see here. Earl, I'll get nerdy about information. Yeah, like Earl. Yeah, me and Mr. Boston get real nerdy, y'all. When he's in my stream or I'm in his stream, we're blowing each other's comments up with all kinds of technical stuff. We get into physics and chemistry and all kinds of nerdy stuff. So if y'all get bored with it, just look past it. But me and Mr. B like to get nerdy.
The moderators are rocking it today. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are. Thank you guys very much for your mods and your time with our channel. Come here, Abel. Sit down. Drop it. He got my lighter.
That's the second time he's hopped up there.
Come on. Open that door. I'm going to put him in. I think someone's here.
Yeah, I hear a trailer.
That might be our bulldozer guy.
Oh.
I hear a trailer bouncing around. It might be just going down a gravel lane here. But my bulldozer guy said he might possibly show up here today. I'm going to miss some comments here for a minute. This is someone going down the road.
I think so, yeah. I think they're right here.
Oh, yeah, they're below that ledge. Yeah, there's someone driving down. Hey, I'm going to walk down here for a minute.
Okay, hon.
If you want to come down with me, you can. We need to walk back over this truck real quick, make sure he
I'll stay up here with Abel.
Okay, you don't want to walk down?
Well, I think he needs to run.
All right, well, we can take him down there. Let's bring his leash and bring his chicken. I'll grab his leash if you grab his chicken. I want to walk down this ledge here and show y'all a very different perspective of this land. So give me a moment here. Got to get a few things and get my dog's leash and get his toy in case he gets rammy and wants to run. Come on, Bubby. All right, we're going to take a walk down this ledge here. Our property drops down and flattens out several hundred feet wide. It's about a quarter-mile long strip down here. We'll take a little walk around. I don't have it. I don't know where it is.
I'll get his other toy.
Yeah, grab a tennis ball or something. He probably got his chicken hidden underneath the truck or stuffed it in the weeds. That's all right. Here's his tennis ball right here.
Yeah, I got his
All right, well, you get the dinosaur. We got the dinosaur. Let me see the dinosaur, Joe.
Oh, it's trashed.
You got his little toy dinosaur. All right, we're going to walk down this ridge so y'all can see what's going on down here. It's a really cool perspective, actually. There's a slope over here that's not quite so steep. We'll walk down that. Look at little Peanut, y'all. This perspective down here is actually really cool because it looks back up on this ridge. And down here is going to be a great place if I ever want to put along greenhouses or barns or any kind of sheds, or this even be a great pasture down here. We're going to walk down this ridge and I'll turn around and show you the reverse angle here in a minute. You can kind of see how we're walking down. All right, I'm going to turn around and get Jody. All right, she's coming down now. You want to hang on to me?
No, I'm doing all right. Thank you, sweetheart.
All right. All right, so we're walking down. We're probably going to drop right about 50 feet in elevation right now as we go down. It's not super steep right here. No Peanut. There's wild mullein growing everywhere. That is a wonderful plant. If y'all don't know what wild mullein is, you ought to look into it. It's good for so many things medicinally. There's a lot of good medicinal plants out here. Been learning a little bit from the locals. All right, we're getting down to the flat spot here, y'all. All right, there's Jody still coming down the hill. See, we're dropping about 50 feet, maybe a little more. So our property line is right over there. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see the fence. That fence is our property line roughly. It goes all the way across. It goes all the way across down another drop. There's another drop over here. But this here, from this edge to the base of this hill, it's about 200 feet wide. And from the fence line down there, back down here to the stone house, it's nearly a quarter mile. Maybe not quite a quarter mile. It's right at 1,000 feet maybe. So I'll show you how the other ridge drops down here. I'm missing all the comments, y'all, so y'all are going to have to forgive me for a moment. With my dyslexia, I can't read scrolling text while I'm walking. My visual processing doesn't allow for that. Let's see here. We got another ridge that drops down to the road. See, and there's the road right down there. See, so it drops, or we come in at the road, and there's our home. We see we got a big embankment. We got a big embankment that comes up from the road, and it levels off, and then it jumps up again, and that's where we're going to be living up there. So basically, this is like a little airstrip almost. I mean, it's got a lot of slope to it, but as I said, it's about a little over 200 feet wide, and it's almost a quarter mile long. You want to walk down this way?
Yep.
All right. I can't see any of these comments while I'm walking, just so you know, Jody.
I didn't bring my phone.
Okay, here's one. I'm going to stop for a minute. Rosalinda Zavala Garcia. Hello, Rosalinda. Thank you for coming in. There's our little mascot, Peanut. He's out exploring. We're out taking a walk around the land. You and me both, Earl Boston says. What's your plan, Earl? Cattle, horses? We'll have a few cows just for ourselves. We're not ranchers selling cattle like, normal ranchers. We'll raise animals for our own food. Abel, come on, buddy. Come here. Yeah, so we raise chickens. We're going to get goats for the first time.
Come on, let's go.
Plan on getting a horse or two in a few years once I get all my barns and fencing put together. See who else I missed. K-Diz is in the house.
Hey, K-Diz, welcome in, brother.
Hello, K-Diz.
Hi, welcome in.
Welcome, welcome. We're just taking a walking tour around the land here. Come on, Abel.
Abel, let's go. Come on, boy.
We're taking a little bit of walking tour around here so people can see. Here's our ridge. We go up, we drive up there, and go way up this ridge, and we're going to be putting a homestead up there. And we just came down this hill, and we're walking around, taking a tour around here, K-Diz. Natural says, yes, awesome for asthma. My husband has asthma. Mullein tea is great. Yeah, mullein's great for a lot of things. I'm way off comments, y'all. Neo Cardinal, hello. What part of China is that? This is northern New Mexico. That's funny. Just egg chickens or meat, both. We'll do both birds, meat birds and pullets and layers. Just keep in mind, if you grow mint, it keeps pests away. Yeah, I love growing mint. We had 9 kinds of mint growing in Oregon. Now this is our stone and adobe home down here, y'all. I'm gonna walk over there. Katie says I'm good. It seems like you both are having a good time. Yeah, we're doing a little walking tour here. And Keith says, "What's up? Hello." Better that way, just raised to feed yourself. Yeah, that's what we do. You're gonna need some chickens as well. Yeah, chickens. Yeah, absolutely. They absolutely decimate any bugs. They're great for bug control. We like rabbits. Yeah, rabbits as well as chickens. Kate says, "What's up, Mr. Earl?" All right, I think I'm getting close to sort of kind of caught up. Cornhusker Cowboy, nice view, any wildlife. Oh yeah, bear, elk, mule deer, mountain lions. We got our little mud over there. He's kind of wild. We're walking over towards our stone and adobe house. This place was built in the late 1800s, sometime probably after 1850, pre 1900. The walls on this place are about 2 feet thick. It's made out of flat stone and adobe. Actually, the stone, I want to show you as we walk over. The stone was quarried right over here. There's an open seam of flat stone right here. You're starting to see pieces of it on the ground here. A lot of rattlesnakes up here. So there's an open seam of flat stone here. This is where all the rock was quarried from this hillside. It's everywhere, it's scattered. So this home site was built from this rock seam here. And they just picked the rocks up and moved them over there. There's all kinds of metal artifacts here for the generations of people that lived here. I'll be doing some metal detecting and recovery of artifacts as we do this build. There's some glass bottles down there, broken glass, lots of metal. You see there's good pieces of stone here everywhere. And this is where all the stone was quarried to build this stone and adobe house. Look at this. Look at this. There's a plate intact. There's a metal plate. Look at that. I haven't even seen these yet. Here, we'll take these with us. We got some dishes, y'all. Look, Jody, we got dishes intact.
We got car parts.
Intact dishes.
Car parts and rubber tires.
Where's Abel? Come on, Abel. So here's a structure, likely was either the first homestead or a barn, workshop. This is adobe. Watch, Jody, watch those nails sticking up.
Yeah, thanks, honey.
There's these nails sticking up. This was later covered with stone and mud adobe, and then later covered with wire to make concrete or stucco finish. I'll take it. You'll see this whole structure here collapsed.
Abel, get it. Come here.
And we're going to recover all this stone here. There's even old pieces of wood laying around from this old structure. There used to be probably a hand dug well right here. There's a big cutout depression, a couple channels cut. Now here's the structure itself. This roof was added later, and I'll show you how I know that here in just a second. I'm going to miss all your comments for a minute, y'all, so I apologize. This was originally a flat adobe roof with an adobe chimney, which I'm getting ready to walk around. You'll be able to clearly see why this roof was added later. It's pretty evident. You can see how bad the foundation is here. It's all cracked and broken, slanted down. All right, so let's look up here. So right there is the chimney, and it does not exit the roof at all. That roof was built after that chimney, and that chimney actually vents underneath that roof, and that's the way it was done. There was no cutout ever here for a chimney. This was a flat adobe roof. I don't have a ladder with me right now, but that is a flat roof in there. I'll go in and show you the inside a little bit, but it might buffer because these walls are right at 2 feet thick and it doesn't get good service in there. I already had it buffer on me once during a live stream. Yeah, there's a lot of cool relics. I saw that pop up. Give me a second. Just got a piece of coat hanger holding it on. This place has been abandoned for quite a few decades, best of my understanding. All right, here we go, y'all. So look how thick these walls are. See the stone? And then look how deep this doorway is. Okay, that's how thick these walls are. Got to step down here. You can see the seed in the mud adobe. You can see these beams in the ceiling. There's what we got there, barn swallows building nests in here. Here we got some really pretty beams. There's a lot of pack rat poop and bat poop in here. We're gonna have to do a major cleaning before we get. There's artifacts laying around, car parts, bottles, broken glass everywhere. There's an old chimney pipe over there. There's a chimney pipe. And there's a hole where another chimney or wood stove used to go out right there. You can see how deep this window well is. This shows you how thick the walls are. They're very thick walls. And there's another room with the stone and adobe fireplace. It's really dark in that room, and I'll probably lose service. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. The wood in here is in great shape. I'll be able to salvage 90% of all this rough sawn wood. All these beams, I'm going to salvage all these beams, all these boards. Most of the floorboards will all be taken up, cleaned and salvaged, reused. I'm going to rebuild this entire structure. Here's a window looking back out. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I don't like being in there with all the pack rat droppings and bat droppings. I'm going to have to get a respirator and some Tyvek and come in here and get this place cleaned out so we don't get sick from all that animal debris. Some of it can be pretty harmful on health. All right, let's go find Miss Jody and Peanut, see where they're at. Let's see here. Here's the house, y'all. Walking around, see where the missus went. Hey, Jody. Yeah. There you are. There's a critter up in there moving around. I can hear it. Bird or something. I don't know. Don't care. All right, she's way up there, y'all. I'm lost on these comments, so I apologize to y'all. Mods, help me out. I'm sure you already are. Jody's sitting way up there with Peanut. All right, I'm gonna walk up there to her. She's about 1/8 of a mile. All right, we're heading back up to where the truck's at, y'all. Lime, broken seashells, volcanic ash like the Rome. Yeah, Roman concrete, buddy. I wish we could reproduce that exactly. I know they've been working on it, but very cool. Impressive to watch. Use a metal detector. Scott Brown, hello. Michael Ward. Chase, hello, y'all. Sorry I missed all these comments. ZG, hello, hello. Look at that. Beautiful mullein everywhere. I'm walking, I'm out of breath. We're at 8,000 feet, y'all. This old boy gets winded quick. I gotta catch my breath. I'm gonna sit down and take a break, y'all. Okay. Hello, Peanut.
Come here.
Hello, Peanut.
Sit down.
All right, you wanna look at comments for a minute?
Sure.
Take a break, take a breather. Oh my goodness. Hi, buddy.
Michael Ward says that land looks terrible. That's why it was abandoned then. I'd take the place to make a nice house. Its walls had to be thick enough to temperature control and stop bullets and arrows.
There you go. Ain't no telling. It's one way to keep it warm and cool, depending on the season.
Coffee Con, that was Dry Mullen. Good morning, Coffee Con.
Yep, Dry Mullen.
Yeah, it's New Mexico, Andy.
Yes.
Good morning, Miss Coffee. It's a beautiful place, Earl. Backtrack hooligans.
Thanks, Backtrack.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Nicole and Jay, it's been hard. It took us a couple of weeks to adjust and build up our protein in our blood.
And I'm still getting there. I mean, and I'm a smoker, so. But yeah, we're right at 8,100 feet.
Nature's medicine.
Yo, out here put hantavirus on our wearies. Yeah, right. We're talking about down there in the shed or in the house with all the pack rat droppings and stuff, bat droppings. New Mexico, Andy, yes. Northern New Mexico in the San Cristo mountain range, the Blood of Christ Mountains.
Alice is in Ohio.
Thanks, I'm in PA, Andy. Yes, New Mexico.
Thanks, K-Divs.
Good morning, chat.
I don't know how far back I need to go.
No, that's good enough. There's a lot of chats. There's a lot of people. Y'all feel free to comment again.
Sorry if we missed you.
Yeah, I was sorry if we missed you guys. I can't read while I walk because of my dyslexia. I struggle with the scrolling text as it moves.
Hi, King of Trucking.
Hey, King. What's going on, man? So when I'm walking, there's almost no chance of me reading because my visual processing will not work. That's some silty soil, not red, for pottery iron or mercury mining. Andy says looks beautiful. You're not wrong. It does make good teepee. Yeah, I bet it does. It's nice and fuzzy and soft too.
Hi, G.
One more likey. ZG. What's up, ZG?
101.
I drank 2 liters yesterday. Yeah, we drink a lot of water. Little monkey. Hey, be nice.
He is. He's just loving. He's
okay. Good. All right. Just beautiful. Kadiz says, I'm a Taoist priest. I might be able to help. Nice. Sounds like Congress critters. In love with your land, Kadiz. Thank you. All right, I'm going to walk back up. I got my breath. Come on, monkey. All right, give me a second. I'm losing my footing here. It's a little silty. Sandy, like the commenter said. All right, we can get watch what we're doing. We're going to walk up this ridge again and go back up. Go back up to the top. Cool looking rock there. There's a lot of cool rocks here. Yeah, I'm breathing heavy, y'all. 8,000 feet. I'm 52 years old and I'm a smoker. Huffing and puffing, doing a truffle shuffle like the kid on the Goonies. I like rocks, they're cool. Oh, I'm still breathing heavy. All right. Whew, goodness. Huffing and puffing. There's our bathroom, y'all. I can't read your comments for a minute. I'm not breathing heavy. Oh my goodness. It takes months sometimes to adjust to this altitude. We've been up here about 6 weeks. I need some water, I know that. Alrighty. We lived at 2,000 feet in Tennessee. We live right by Cherokee National Forest on top of a mountain. Okay. I'm gonna sit down and take me a break. Hang on a minute. Sorry about that. Okay. Joe?
Yeah.
You want to run this for a minute or are you going to take a break?
I gotta breathe.
Yeah. I'm going to go sit down. You want some water?
Yeah.
There you go. I'm going to sit in this hammock. All right. I'm going to sit in this hammock, y'all. I'll let y'all look out in front of me. Let's see what we got here. Give me a minute. I'm going to sit down and not fall down. That would be ideal. All right. So, we're sitting in a hammock. Now let's see what we're looking at. So you ain't got to look at my ugly face. There we go. That's better. Now we can see the sunrise. All right, see if we can get me a drink of water real quick. And I'll get caught up with comments and see if I can stop swinging. Make a better view if I stop swinging, probably. I am thirsty, y'all. Give me one moment. Andy Wilkinson. Hello, Andy. Michael Ward, gorgeous. Look at that tree, perfect for campfires. Thank you for that comment. Let's see, Michael or Michelle. I can't do that word with my dyslexia. I apologize. ZG, hit him. Kate is Mr. Earl. You can eat my Hollywood actor with your personality. This hat, and when you put black goggle, just stunning. Oh my gosh, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Who stopped tapping those hearts? That's funny. Thank you, ZG. See, Mr. Boston. Strong notes of pine, lemon, and spice. Common use is popular for alleviating stress, chronic pain, anxiety, fatigue. I've got to be talking about terpenes. Got to be talking about terpenes. Where you at? Train wreck. Oh, okay, yeah. Yep. My dad said the same thing in Colorado when he was younger and went hunting out there. Andy says, hello, Andy. I'm a train wreck in slow motion. You can grow some good veg here and later and some fruit trees. Yeah, we're going to be doing fruit trees, greenhouses, all that kind of stuff. We're all into growing our own food, raising our own animals. Yeah, we'll adjust to the elevation eventually. Swinging a hammer and building chase. Yeah, yep. 6 weeks. We're getting I'm a lot better now than I was when we first got here. Are you going to grow green chilies? Yeah, we grow all kinds of chilies, peppers. We like to make salsas and hot sauces. The terpenes in pepper plants are very good for the body. Bear on an empty stomach cures hunger, heart, mind, trick, calorie killer. Yep. I've been doing that for centuries. Earl, you're making me winded. Yeah. I would be breathing the same way. I'm 38. Kind of reminds me of being in Avondale, Colorado. That's a different level of breathing. So do I breathe heavy because I'm fat as hell? Hey, I got real sick, y'all. I was sick after our farm project in Oregon. And my teeth were going bad because of the way I grew up. And I started getting really ill, really sick. And I was really sick for about 4 years. My weight went up. I was all the way up to 265 pounds. My health was falling apart. My everything about the way I was living was falling apart because of my bad teeth health. And I ended up with double pneumonia. I was coughing up blood for 8 months or more. I finally got my health turned around. We got our own medications going, and we just worked on it slowly over time. And we still did 2 more home projects during that 4 years. The first year we left Oregon, I didn't do much, but then the previous 2 years I was pretty busy, and then that was in Tennessee, and then I was really busy for 2 years in Kentucky at our recreational property that we just sold. I'm still losing track of y'all's comments. I apologize. Wow, Earl, you can always come visit my father. We can fix up some new teeth. Nah, I won't put nothing artificial in my mouth. I appreciate that. I'll just go rest of my life with no teeth because I don't do artificial things inside my body. I'm perfectly okay not having teeth. It doesn't matter. See, plums need full sun. Yeah, talking about all the different trees. Excellent. Orange tea bush is fun to try. Chili's great. Hello, thank you very much, y'all. Appreciate your comments. I'm gonna get back over to here and find Miss Jody. See, I worked on a 16,000 plus acre ranch in Avondale, Colorado when I was younger. I miss it more and more. Man, that would be a fantastic experience. I would actually fall over dead if I had that much acreage. I can't even imagine having that much acreage. Sky is beautiful. Yeah, got some weed lessons in the morning. See, what made you leave the Tennessee mountains for New Mexico? Well, that's a really great question. All right, so I'm going to walk back to where Jody's at, and I'll answer that question, Andy. So my wife got disabled almost 20 years ago with the West Nile virus, and it upended our way of life. We was already living rural and remote. You got Abel in the truck?
Yeah.
Okay, we was already living rural in Illinois. Not super remote, but remote by most people's standards. Pardon me. And after 10 years of her disability and me still traveling cross country working, we decided to liquidate and sell out everything and just start living a different life. So for the last 10 years, we've been traveling all over the United States. We went from Illinois to Oregon to Tennessee to Kentucky, and now we're here in northern New Mexico. And what we've been doing is buying hey Joe, would you like me to smoke, please?
Yeah.
What we've been doing here for the last 10 years is we've been traveling the country, and we've been buying small farms, small homesteads, one recreational property. We kind of clean them up, improve them a little bit, make them nice for other people. Little micro farms and stuff like that. And we sell them after 2 to 3 years, let another family come in and take it and enjoy it, and we move on to our next project. So this is our dynamic way of traveling the country. Instead of living in a motorhome, we live on acreage in a home, and yeah, somewhere. So instead of traveling in a motorhome, we decided to travel the country by owning land. It's right here in my pocket. Abel took off with mine. I found it. He might have yours too.
No, it's in my pocket.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is our way of traveling the country. We're traveling the country on acreage and homes, not in a motorhome. We did have a motorhome. We traveled quite a few thousand miles in it. We had a 35-foot park model.
Spent winter in Florida.
Just didn't really like the motorhome. Look at the bright side. At least you didn't get the Zika virus, which causes the head to become small. Yeah. Hitchhike, I hitchhike, I'll never stop. See you soon. A well would be needed for water. Yeah, we're gonna, hey PA, welcome. PA EMT, welcome. Yeah, we're gonna be putting in a well, a septic, a cistern. We're putting in a 2 sheds, one which we're gonna convert into a tiny home. It's just a shell. We're having 2 sheds delivered, and we're going to have a 20-foot shipping container bought and delivered. The shipping container will serve as a bear-proof food and gear storage. We have a huge bear population up here in these mountains, and yeah, see, Where are we at with comments, y'all? Sorry I'm missing them. I am dyslexic, so it takes me a little longer to process these texts than normal. West Nile primary causes severe. Yeah, it got Jody bad, y'all.
I had the meningitis one, Boston.
Yeah.
And my nervous system is it's just.
Yeah, she couldn't drive for 2 years. She was had a massive balance disorder. She couldn't be around fluorescent lighting at all. She had to learn how to walk again, learn how to adjust her balance again.
I still have issues with balance.
Yeah, she always has issues with balance, and it'll never go away. But
my brain's ability to use my eyes, my ears, and my hips, basically my limbs, there's 5 balance systems, was damaged. And through physical therapy, they weren't able to get much progress on it. So I struggle with my balance a lot, and my nervous system's like always hypersensitive, which it was before. It's just worse now.
Yeah, and she still gets sensitive to bright lighting, especially the new LED lighting. That's very hard for her.
It'll just shut my brain
down. We got special coatings on her lenses to help mitigate that. But blue light and fluorescent light technology is very difficult for someone who's suffered the catastrophic side effects of the West Nile virus. Let's see. Annie says, dude, I might have to keep you in mind for real. This is the way of living. Praise the Lord that you both are still 10 toes down. Yeah, that's what we say. Despite what's happened to us in this world, y'all, if I wake up in the morning, put my feet on the ground, I'm ahead of the game. You ask me how I'm doing, I put my feet on the dirt. It's a good day, y'all. It's just that simple. Thank you for your comment, Andy. Like and subscribe, follow our journey. You'll see how we live. What we do might seem overwhelming and daunting, but we do it one step at a time, y'all. And we take it one step at a time, and that's what we're coming to show y'all. That's what we're coming to show the community, is how we live, how do we grow food, how do we raise animals, how do we preserve, how do we dry, dehydrate, how do we make our own medicines. We sew our own clothes, we buy cheap clothes most of the time. We like here, I'll see, like the side of my boots, you can see those are cut. That's not cut for fashion. Those are cut because those are not boot cut jeans. I bought these at a dollar store somewhere, and they don't fit over my boots. So I just buy what's cheap. Now I did buy this shirt. That's a brand new shirt. It's the first new shirt I bought in years. We got stuff blowing around here, Joe. We got to put the lid on that. Would you mind taking care of that for me? So anyway, yeah, we just like to live a real simple life, and that's what we're here to show y'all. How we build things cheap, how we fix things cheap, how we eat cheap, just how we live. I mean, we just live a real simple existence, and it's not as hard as you might think. It requires a lot of physical work. Can't be afraid to work, and if you ain't afraid to work, this lifestyle is not unattainable. You can live this lifestyle on a half an acre, quarter acre, if you're smart about your land and how you set it up. This is not a hard lifestyle to have. Boston says a good way to do it, Earl. Well, most people don't like brilliant people, so me and Earl are out here being brilliant. Thanks, Mr. B. Yeah, thank you, Andy. That was a great comment. Coffee Con, Boston, my little brain hurts. Me and Connie, me and Mr. Boston, we get real nerdy. Annie Key, you're so beautiful, ma'am. Oh, just saying.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, that's my sweetheart.
Thank you.
That's my little Nordic princess. Mr. Boston, I've been sailing since I was 6. And up till now, I realize I haven't made it very far. The soil looks sulfurous. Yeah, I haven't tested the soil yet, but we're good at soil production, so we'll be doing whatever the soil needs to be amended. And the soil up here is not going to be real good for growing. The soil further down will be a lot better. This is really rocky, and yeah, it's probably really acidic, would be my guess. COVID almost took my dad, and it changed him some, and my mom when she got it too. Yeah, so if you look, I got COVID myself. When you look at my eye right here, that's a side effect of getting sick with that. This eye has, I wasn't born this way. This didn't happen until 2021, and that was when I got sick with that garbage. So yeah, if you see this eye, that's what that's from. I also lost about 80% of my taste and smell, which has never come back, ever. Let's see here. Natural Homestead says amen. Coffee Con, it's an ancient volcano area, so maybe that's why. Andy says amen. Mr. Boston, make sure the septic system is over 900, 500 gallons. Yeah, we'll get a good one. Mr. B, Natural Home says she loves it. 9,500 gallons. Gotcha. Spiffy shirt, Maggie says. Michael, is that Michael or Michelle, Jody? I keep getting it wrong.
I don't know where you're at, honey.
Right here. This one. I always get that. I can't
see.
The valves keep turning.
Michael.
Sorry, bud. Sorry, Michael. I do all that too. I'm 36, hitching since 19, military brat outside. Walnut farming. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Went to Russia, countryside, wrestled a bear, a Russian bear. Not like in America, sometimes they can catch a Russian bear in traffic driving. All right, Andy says, because name brand is just dollar signs. Yeah, pretty much. Marketing for the masses. I'm losing y'all in comments. I apologize. Let's see, Alice. I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? ACC. Who's ACC? Rick. Hello, Rick. Oh, Alaska Critter Cam. Hello, Alaska.
Welcome, Alaska Critter Cam.
Hello. Just took a screenshot of your boots. We'll buy some soon. Oh, here we go.
I got more boots in our stuff. Oh, there goes something.
I'll get them. They're my boots. Hold this for a minute, would you, darling?
Yeah.
Oh, look what I just found. Oh, cool.
Oh, feather.
A little ragged, but still pretty.
Hi, Rick. Welcome in. Andy Wilkinson says that's how my mom is. Taste of Foods. Yeah, probably from the COVID. Boston says you guys are a living inspiration to me. Thanks, Boston.
Thank you, Brother B.
Oh, the stupid thing jumps.
You want me to take it, or are you good? You can hang on to it for a minute if you want to.
I got it. It's just jumping around on me.
All right, I'm going to go sit in the hammock then. Drink some more water. You can run
Oh, there it goes again. Hi, Roll Call Cabin. Welcome in.
Hey, roll call. I'm going to let Jody run the stream. I'm going to go sit in the hammock.
Yeah, Michael, I wear sandals or barefoot most of the time, but when you're out here in snake country and you're working and you're in the grasses, you got to wear the boots.
Hey, Jody.
Roll Call Cabin says you got the land and the drive to get things done, and one day at a time, one foot in front of the other, and y'all will get it looking good before too long.
Yep.
Yeah, one thing at a time.
Roger that, boss.
You know what it's like, buddy. Alaska Critter Cam, just enjoying the good life. Live, love, and laugh. Boy, ain't that the truth, Alaska. I think I might be caught up to where he was. I'm not sure. Welcome in, Tammy. Yeah, it is good to be grounded. I try to be as barefoot as I can most of the time, Boston. Or flip-flops so I can throw them off. If I garden, I'm always in barefoot.
Tell him I run the rototiller barefoot.
Yep, he runs the rototiller barefoot. We're barefoot a lot when we can be. The bluebird you saw yesterday is a blue jay, Connie says.
I ain't never seen a blue jay like that.
Yeah.
I just ain't never seen one that had a real unique crest on its head. I don't ever remember seeing they're not like the blue jays in the Midwest. That is a fact.
And Kita, I think that's how you say your name. I'm not sure if I'm wrong, honey. Tell me. But she says India doesn't have this kind of boots. Have to search. I got mine on Amazon.
Amazon, yeah.
So you should be able to get them on Amazon, yeah.
Let's see what brand they are.
I think they're Justin. I can't remember which ones I got. I should say on the inside or the bottom. Yeah, they're Justin's. Got the work tread.
Let me help get that back on there, girl.
Thank you, darling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did I screw that up real bad?
No, it's fine.
All right, cool.
Mr. Boston, it's a very hard for me as my disease eats through my brain, my muscles, and my body. Yeah, I can appreciate what you're talking about. I have a lot of the same problems, the seizures. I don't have the seizures so much anymore, and they were small. They weren't the big ones.
She still trembles a lot, though.
It depends on the type of stimulation and, you know, the stress and my health and my diet and all that.
She sometimes trembles like someone that's got Parkinson's, but it's not severe, and it comes and goes. Man, this is cool, y'all. I can't believe this is literally a dream come true. It looked like a blue cardinal. Yeah, I wasn't sure what it was. It was a really cool bird. One of the coolest birds I've ever seen.
We appreciate all your input,
Maggie,
Miss Connie.
sometimes I find a pile of eagle feathers where they tussle with their prey on the ground. I leave them there, though. Yeah, this feather in my hat is from a red-tailed hawk that came off our land in Kentucky. We had a breeding pair in the trees in the front yard, and one of the new hatchlings was learning to fly, and its first flight out, it dropped one of its feathers on our dam where our pond was, and I was just out walking around. I found that feather, and that's where it's been ever since. I had that up there about almost a year now. It's starting to get pretty wore out, though. I'm going to let y'all see some more of this land here since y'all are sticking out with us. Give y'all a pretty view here. I'm going to miss some comments, y'all, so apologies again for that. Give me a second here. Walk around a little bit. Ever since I started taking it, I stopped trembling. What did you take, Mr. B? Get you some lion's mane mycelium. Okay, Jody. Mr. B says lion's mane mycelium from Nootropics Depot will help with shaking.
That's cool. There's another mushroom out of China, and I can't remember the name of it, but that helps too. But it's hard to get your hands on.
All right, so.
Thanks, Mr. B.
Yeah, thanks for that, Mr. B. Keep the tall trees. Yeah, we ain't cutting none of these tall trees down. There ain't no chance. There's not a lot on here. There's a lot of scrub oak. There's some pinyon and some ponderosa here. But these mountains around here are surrounded by it, and you can get permits to go cut on forestry land and things like that. That's God's country, God's land. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Andy. Let's see, we got lots of those around here. They eat the rabbits. A lot more lion's mane like mushrooms would get some honey. Yeah, we're going to get bees here. Tommy Thunder, just found this channel. Just subscribe. Keep shining on. Have an amazing, beautiful day. Thank you very much, Tommy. Appreciate having you. Thank you for coming in. We're living off grid, bushcrafters, do-it-yourself kind of thing. I was talking about the root network of lion's mane. Unlike the supplements, this one is grown entirely in broth, not on rice. Okay. Yeah, the network, the mycelia network itself, that is what is underground. That is basically the inverted tree of the mushroom. The mushroom is the actual fruit. Yeah, thank you for that, Mr. B. How much property? Iowa Island, hello. We got 22 acres, just over 22 acres here in San de Cristo Mountain Range in northern New Mexico. We're going to turn this into a homestead, farm, ranch. We'll be raising animals to feed ourselves and growing food to feed ourselves. Tommy Thunder for the salute. Thank you. The property is roughly 120,000, 130,000. About 22 and 3/4 acres, something like that. Rishi looks like turkey tail. Yeah, turkey tail's cool. It's going to help much. For those of y'all just joined us, I'm going to show you the stone and adobe home that we're going to be dismantling and rebuilding. That's it down there in the distance. See vinegar with mothers. Yeah, we drink that. I like that stuff. Fresh chopped red apples, only called apples of Adian. Critter cam. I grow lion's mane. Oh, excellent. King blue oysters. We're gonna get into that too. We got a lot of books and information on how to do it. We're definitely gonna get into some mushroom growing. Is land cheaper that way due to how rural it is? Yeah, it can be. Yeah, but buying land here, it's not just as easy as calling a realtor. A lot, especially in this area here, most of this land never even hits the market. It's sold privately amongst people from here. It's very difficult to find land in this area that's actually listed with realtors. You have to be where things coming out of China, they contain chemicals, pollutants. Yeah, reason it's just what I do is a safe way to maintain your stability without risking anything. Krill oil, it's good stuff. Let's see here. Let me go walk around again. Iowa Island says nice view. How far from town? We're about an hour. We're about an hour drive from town there, Iowa. If we want to go to Walmart or a big box store or something like that, it's an hour or more. Yeah, we live pretty remote, pretty rural. Because the brain is most sensitive, we must take care of how we manage our problems. Oh, I totally understood. Andy says this is my favorite view of this whole property right there. That rock escarpment up there is just beautiful. Okay. And we got 116 likes, y'all. Thank you so much for all the comments. Tom Cook, Niagara Falls. Welcome, Tom Cook. Mr. B, if you go Greek Mountain time, well, as wild time, your honey will be epic. Fantastic. Yeah, you're going to send us some seeds. We talked about that before. I'm going to hit you up for that, Mr. B. We want to grow some of that here for sure. Totally understand, Andy. Freedom. Hello from the beautiful Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, home of General Lee and Stonewall Jackson. Yes, sir. Mr. Boston, you're a woke person. Mr. Boston is smart. He knows a lot. He's a brilliant man. What was that burned on the mountain? Yes, there was a 300,000 acre fire here about 3 years ago, and it caused a lot of damage throughout this whole valley. This property was not burned, but there's not a lot of trees here to burn. Yeah, there was a big burn here. It's in recovery phase right now. Alaska Critter Cam got to run. It was nice seeing everyone. I see a few of my Critter crew here. Thanks for all the support. Have a wonderful day. Yes, thank you for coming in, Critter Cam.
Bye, Critter
We
Cam.
sure appreciate you.
I love your channel.
Yeah, great channel. Thank you so much. Mr. B, as above, so below. People don't understand what an iceberg is. You see the small part in the air, but the larger part is below the surface. Yeah, that's exactly correct. Let's see, or beetles eat all those trees on the mountain. No, that's not beetles. That's a burn. It was a massive burn. Over 300,000 acres. It burned over three counties. It was a massive fire. And then 6 months later, it was a massive flood. So this area has been through a lot. The same can be said about the tree. What you see in the sky is a mirror. What is below that is correct. Absolutely. Have a blessed day, ACC, Iowa Island. Very nice. Congratulations. We're doing the same, but in northern BC, but wild game for food, not cattle. Yeah, we'll be doing some wild game. We're going to be getting elk tags. I'll be getting an elk or something, hopefully this year, but we'll see. If not, we'll get one next year. There's plenty of elk on this land. I see their droppings everywhere. They're definitely here. PMENT, PAEMT. If buying rural land, having road frontage or right of way is basically, yeah, absolutely. You got to watch for easements and frontages and right of ways. Your land can get really complicated in a hurry if you're not careful, especially about water rights and mineral rights as well. Something you got to watch for, understand water rights and mineral rights. Let's see, look at a tree. It has branches, but roots are the same as the branches. Yep, absolutely. Gotcha, brother. Here in Montana, Chase, it's a toss-up whether the beetles got the trees or the fires. Yeah, y'all get a lot of big fires up there too. Andy says you're right. Largest fire in New Mexico history. Coffee Con says most of us are still waiting for compensation. Yep. Just subbed up in like Iowa. Thank you very much, Iowa. We'll get a chance to check you out. Leave us, if y'all are new subs and you're content creators, leave us a comment on our channel, and we'll check you out. We'll likely sub right back to you. We like to build communities. We like to network.
Like to support your channels.
Yeah, we'll definitely support your channels. We'll give you shout outs, and we'll probably make a lot of you content creators mods on this channel if you come back on a regular basis. Tommy says Maggie, hope all is well. I also do hydrogen too in my water, as well as C60 and an oil carrier. Alice says it's good for land to have a burn and then a flood. It's what I was taught. Well, yeah, the land does recover after a flood when a burn, and it does kind of re-impart nutrients, especially the burn puts a lot of carbon. But unfortunately, it devastates lives too at the same time, but it is part of the process. See, I got to get something to drink here.
That's why he was whining, because he wanted more loving.
Yep, he's a spoiled little runt. Let's see, what was this one here? Coffee Con says the subsequent flooding was unreal. My friend lost her dad to a flash flood. Wow, sorry, Connie.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes, the oxygen. I'm gonna grab me some water, Joe. I'm talking too much and I'm not drinking enough water.
You ready to get back out?
All right. What do you want to do? You want to run this? You want to run back into town?
Yeah.
All right.
We gotta go get a couple things from the store.
Yeah, we got to go grab a few supplies. We don't have much room in our the little inn that we're staying at. It's an inn and campground. We don't have a lot of refrigerator space. Got a little tiny little apartment fridge. So we got to go get supplies every couple days so we can keep cooking. We'll probably come back up here again this evening, y'all, and run another live unless the day gets away from us. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we might come up here and cook dinner later on as the sun starts to set. It'll be a nice evening stream. In the meantime, we're going to do a little bit of running, get a few things done. I hope you guys can hear me. We're going to run a stream a little bit later tonight, most likely. So we want to say thank you for everybody. Blessings to every single one of you. Thank you guys all for coming in. Let's see real quick on these comments. Good talking.
I will go back in too, guys, after the live stream and sub both our channels to whoever's new.
Chippy guys, yeah, we might have stopped by and get some. Okay, beautiful dog. Hey, thank you guys. We're gonna go ahead and cut out now. Look for us again this evening. Maybe, I don't know what time we got right now. 9 o'clock. So maybe around 5 or 6 p.m. Mountain time. We might run up another stream and come up here and do a tailgate cooking. We got a little Blackstone cooker here for tailgating. It's got a flat griddle and a little burner on the side. So
we'll have eggs again, I know for sure.
Yeah.
Connie gave us some wonderful farm eggs, but maybe get some bacon or something.
Yeah, we got some eggs. We might do another breakfast for dinner. Maybe make some pancakes or something. Who knows? So look for us again this evening, y'all. Thanks again for coming. Have a wonderful, blessed day, y'all. We'll see you real soon.
Oh, come here. You want to say bye?
Oh, where's Peanut? There's Peanut.
Goodbye.
Bye, Peanut.
Say bye.